Have you ever met someone that's just like insanely intelligent? Like you just know right off the bat, they're super smart and they're probably, the top of their field in whatever they do. But over time you find out that they believe in something that's incredibly irrational and delusional. I have. And I've honestly wondered, like, how can someone so smart believe in something so dumb? And it actually turns out that there's a good explanation for this. But before I get into kind of the reason why intelligent people can make kind of dumb mistakes and hold irrational and deluded beliefs, I want to reiterate that on these videos, I don't want to ever point the finger of judgment at someone else. The idea that I try and do with these videos is that you turn inward and look inward and say, how is this me, not how is this someone else? Because what I'm about to explain is incredibly easy to see in someone else, but it's a lot harder to see it in yourself. And that's honestly what I'm trying to do with these videos, is help people see their own issues so that we can work on ourselves, because we can't change anyone else. So the concept that I want to talk about is called Nobel disease, or Nobelitis. And it's a disease, it's not a real disease, but it's this term that has been given to the phenomenon that the people who won Nobel Prizes often hold really irrational beliefs. So these people that are at the top of their game intellectually, to the point where the work that they're doing in science is winning them a Nobel Prize, they hold irrational beliefs. I mean, it took one Google search for me to see what these beliefs are. I mean, these Nobel Prize winners are believing and promoting eugenics, astrology, racism. They believe in ghosts, even extraterrestrial talking raccoons, telepathy, and outlandish medical practices. So why or how? How do these people get to this point where they are believing in things that are demonstrably false? What we can look at is that all of us rationalize our beliefs. We're very good at finding information and data to back up our current beliefs, because as humans, we want to believe that we are right and we don't want to change those beliefs. And so these people, these incredibly intelligent people, they are essentially masters at rationalization. They are masters at proving what they believe. That's what they did. That's what earned them a Nobel Prize, was that they proved to the world what they believed and what they had discovered, their theories, were right. And remember, this doesn't have to be a Nobel Prize winning person. If you're even moderately intelligent, you're also incredibly good at rationalizing your beliefs. All of that to say, when an incredibly intelligent person wants to believe something, it's going to be incredibly hard to convince them otherwise. I think his name is Saul Bellow. He said something that articulates this perfectly. He said that a great deal of intelligence can be invested in ignorance when the need for illusion is deep. And so while intelligence is very important for critical thinking, and this intelligence can also be diverted to do the exact opposite, to promote your own ignorance. And that's kind of what that quote was getting at, is that the intelligence that we can use towards critical thinking isn't always used that way, because there are so many pressures and so many external factors that are pressuring us, that are pushing us to believe certain things. There are psychological factors, there are social pressures, and there's emotional pressure as well, and emotional needs. All of these things pushing us to need to believe something. And so, as that quote said, when the need to believe is high, a lot of our intelligence can be pushed to keep us ignorant to things that would ruin that belief. Because a lot of those beliefs that we hold that we need to have are what give us psychological comfort, meaning, and purpose in our lives. And so as we look inward and discover these beliefs that we're holding out of fear or out of a emotional pressure or psychological pressure, whatever it is, these external pressures that are collapsing our potential to expand our mind, that's collapsing us into ignorance, we can, take comfort in knowing that there are Nobel Prize winners that also have irrational and deluded beliefs. And so I think what I'm trying to say is that we should hold grace for other people, understanding that there are external pressures, and no matter how intelligent a person is, they're going to have irrational beliefs. So as I was doing kind of a deep dive into this idea of Nobelitis, of this Nobel disease, of the ways that we fall prey to our own intelligence, I was trying to figure out if I could find anything that would help us not fall prey to this logical fallacy or this cognitive bias that we all have. And I kid you not, this is what I kept coming across. Even though I say it on pretty much every video, I discovered that most places were saying that the antidote to this is curiosity. I mean, we could also throw in some humility in there too, because that seemed to be a problem with a lot of these Nobel Prize winners, is that it kind of went to their head. So if we can stay curious, stay humble, and maybe take pride in our willingness to learn and not in the things that we think we know. But anyways, I hope this video was interesting and helpful. If it was, stick around, subscribe, follow me, and I'll catch you in the next video.